sure is hot outside, but it's nice and cool in here. How did John do it?
Welcome viewers, it's another sunny day in Florida, but it's just too bloody hot to work outside, especially over the summer. So I built me a box that I can work in that's nice and comfortable. Let's see how I did it. Hey Darth, it's May the 4th. So you've seen the workshop, but you haven't seen these big walls. So, to reiterate, I'm in Florida, and it's starting to get a little steamy here. And I put in this, I think it's a 3-ton system. Didn't make a dent, because I'm in a metal building, and the sun beats on it, and when it's 98 degrees outside and 99% humidity, up there in the pinnacle there, it can measure 130 degrees. So that's unacceptable. So what I've decided to do, well, all right, so what I did was I bought these fiberglass panels. They're 2-inch thick. They're actually used for making ducting, but they got a high R8 value. I got a pretty good deal on them, and the goal was to put them up there and just stop the radiant energy from the hot ceiling / roof from beaming down into the building. And I've decided the hell with that. So what I did decide to do was I'm going to literally build a garage in the garage. So that's what you're seeing here. So I can still make use of those panels. But I'm going to build it's a 20 foot by 10 foot box around my workspace. And then I can either duct in that 2.5 to 3 ton unit, which would make it ice up on the inside. But I do have a small room unit here that I will use, and I will be comfy, cozy, cool inside my cool box while it's steamy jungle temperatures outside. So I'll be working on that while the chaps are here sandblasting this guy, wet blasting it. So busy day at the MGB repair shop today. Stay tuned. So for those interested in the structure of the little sweat box, anti-sweat box, I'm using pressure treated lumber only because when I'm done with this, if I'm ever done with it, you can reuse pressure treated lumber all the time. You don't have to. The other thing is these panels are rigid, okay? They're meant to be made into ducts and things, so they have a rigidity to them, which means I can get away with very simple and what would be perceived as a wimpy structure. So I've literally ripped all my 2x4 stock into 2x2s, okay? Because this just needs to be a framework to attach those panels to. And again, because they're rigid, it can't rack diagonally, even though I will be putting in some diagonal bracing here. So it'll be very, it'll be strong enough to do what it needs to do. Easy to dismantle. Actually, it's easy to move around because it won't be really heavy with lumber. So that's what's going on. I guess I could attach plans. It's a 20 foot by 10 foot for those of you who are in the same boat of trying to make their working conditions a little better. It was pretty cheap. This is probably, I don't know, $250 in lumber. give or take, because that includes screws and stuff. So maybe $150 in lumber, and then with the screws, and I got some glue and stuff. Now those panels, tough to say. Again, these are 4 by 10 foot panels, R8 value, 2-inch thick. And they vary in price. They can get really pricey. So you're gonna have to search around. I can't give you a price on that, but I guess I'll be into it maybe $500 when I'm done, which will be well worth it. Versus when I started this project, it was last summer, and holy mackerel, if you weren't done with your task by 1 o'clock, it was terrible. So this is my fix, because I can't afford the 15 grand or so, 10 to 15 grand to foam the building. I mean, that will be a goal when I hit the lottery, or one of my kids hits in their endeavors. I might be able to foam the building, but until then, I'm creating this comfort zone around me.
It's an unbearable 94 degrees and humid outside, but not in here.
All right, guys. I know you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, but I'm just showing that the sky is pretty sealed. I'll do something around the door, but not too much. I got this unit going. I'm just hanging in here to see what the temperature is capable of. It's like 97 outside. What do we got going here? These things are really slow to adapt. 90, so I mean, it does feel cooler, but you'll feel 7 degrees. But we'll give it a while. I'm expecting it to get down to about, well, the most efficient AC only gets about 25 degrees below what the ambient temperature is. So, 80 to 85 is my guess.
Don't forget to hit those buttons.
It's been about 20 minutes. I closed up the doors. It's gone up a degree ambient. And if we come into the dark room, oh boy, I gotta turn on the headlights. Headlights on. Let's see what we got in here. Noticeably colder when you walk in. So we're 79. So very acceptable. And the other big thing is the humidity is far much less in here. So a success. This unit will work. And if it can't keep up, so to speak, then I've got the bigger unit that I can kick in. Morning. So the unit's ready. Everything's tested, air conditioning works, everything's good. I slid the front panel off the side here. Again, a one-person job, which is what I intended it to be. Nothing's too heavy. I've started routing some basic electrical. I ordered some lights to put in. So we'll do that this afternoon, and then hopefully we'll be able to shove the sand-blasted body in waiting into its new home. And then the first task is to clean up all of the nonsense that we discovered due to the sandblasting, and I'll review that with you guys so you can see what's the final things that need to be done to the body. The sandblaster is coming back to blast the engine and tranny and all the little bits and pieces, the front end, the leaf springs, etc. So that'll be in a few days. And then really after the body is done, I might 2K it, but if it's stable, meaning if it's not getting rusted anymore. I'll probably start working on the tearing apart the engine and stuff. So let's see how that goes. So what is this? Has someone driven the MG project away? I doubt it. The wall is back on. Still gonna seal around this door, but stepping from 95 degree and 99 humidity into a luscious 78 degrees. And there's the project. I can work on it, not worrying about having heat stroke and passing out. Got lights rigged a couple of sockets. Not quite done with the wiring, but you get the idea. And plus I can always pipe, like I'm doing right now, pipe extension cords in as needed. But really, after I finish the dress up, the last minute touch-ups I have to do on the body, which we'll go over here in a little bit, I won't be welding anymore that I can think of. And so it'll all be like nuts and bolts type stuff. So that's always a good thing.
Well, we hope you like this little diversion from working on the MGB. Hope it's helpful.